Well, friends, you know it's not Christmas unless I find something to craft. So obviously, when I saw this little Christmas tree truck at Michael's, I had to buy it for this year's craft. And look, it lights up. I've done houses, I've done ornaments, I've even made a cat advent calendar. Now I need a truck to haul all my Christmas crafts around. My biggest problem when I do crafting videos is I always make them too complicated, so then they take way too long to film and edit, and I just stress myself out. Crafting is supposed to be a fun, de-stressing hobby for me. So let's see what we can accomplish this time. Okay, the supplies. We've got our ceramic truck, our paints and paintbrushes, then our decorations, some bottle brush Christmas trees, 3D Christmas wreath stickers, and a few other bits and bobs from past Christmas crafts. For inspiration, I asked you guys on Instagram for either pink or red, and honestly, to my surprise, red won by a long shot. But then again, a red Christmas truck is very classic. Now, let's paint. Okay, step 1, paint the truck red. And step 2, try not to get red paint all over myself because for some reason I wore white. That's like wearing white to spaghetti night or during Shark Week. It's a gamble you usually lose, especially because I'm being particularly messy with this first coat. Whenever I start a craft like this, I always remember that it takes much longer than I originally anticipate because I forget about things like paint needing to dry and multiple coats. So I'm going a bit haphazard to start. Look at that paint water though. And now for some ASMR. Okay, once that first layer of red paint is dry-ish, we go in with the details, like the white inner part of the tire and the silver grille and hubcaps. Then back to red for a second layer of paint, and it starts looking a little less sparse and like I've made a terrible mistake. Then an obligatory appearance by Finn, because he has to be all up in my business at all times. I'm honestly surprised he left me alone this long. Okay, back to painting. And now it's time for the little green Christmas tree logo because this is a Christmas tree truck, of course. Then I spend a fair amount of time mixing paints to decide what color brown I want the slats on the bed of the truck to be. After that, I add a second layer of some of the silver paint and then go in with the black for the tires and bottom of the truck. And a dark brownish red for between the truck bed slats to give it some dimension. Now it's the next day and the paint is fully dried, so it's time to seal it. I've got a matte Mod Podge I'm going to paint over it, and it looks a hot mess to start because it kind of looks like I'm painting it with Elmer's glue, but fortunately it does dry clear, and with such a thin coat you don't see any of those paintbrush strokes. I let that dry for about 30 minutes, and then it's finally time for decorating. My favorite part. I've got the glue gun out, so you know I'm serious. Now, the truck came with a design on the grille of a wreath, but why paint one on when I can glue a 3D version of a mini wreath instead? Gorgeous! Then I have these bottle brush trees that Gwen thinks are her toys, not craft supplies, but I was able to salvage 3 of them to add to the truck. They're stiff enough that I'm not even gluing them, just kind of wedging them into the bed together. Next, I have these tiny Christmas presents from an ugly Christmas sweater kit I had years ago, and I think I finally found a good use for them. Then I add some giant candy canes, left over from last year's pink candy Christmas house, because why not? And finally, you know I gotta do it, let's add a little Christmas kitty riding in the back of the truck. Aw, it's Finn! Ta-da! Ooh, let's turn the light on. Gorgeous, beautiful, I love it. I think I might have finally did it. a craft that I didn't go overboard on and love the end result of. And it was only semi-stressful to make. And I do have to say to everyone who voted for red on Instagram, I doubted you, but you were right. The red is classic for a reason. Well, now I have another perfect addition to my Christmas craft decor and maybe inspired you to break out some paints of your own and get crafting this holiday season. I'll see you guys later. Bye.